Right now, we're having a debate in Parliament about what Ukraine really needs. Conservatives think Ukraine needs weapons. Liberals think Ukraine needs a carbon tax. Years ago, Conservatives negotiated a free trade deal between Canada and Ukraine. It was a good trade deal for both countries that emphasized trade. It was aimed at strengthening opportunity and prosperity in both countries. Again, it was a trade deal about trade. In the past, Liberals have often opposed free trade, but now they have this new idea. They call it progressive trade deals. That has become their coded language for turning trade deals into binding international agreements to advance their preferred policy agenda. Liberals don't want trade to be about trade. They actually want trade to be about liberal ideology. So Liberals renegotiated the Canada-Ukraine free trade deal, and they wanted to add, unbelievably, a carbon tax. Their proposed new Canada-Ukraine free trade deal actually includes a carbon tax. This has nothing to do with trade and everything to do with liberal ideology. Now, we don't need this deal in order to have free trade between Canada and Ukraine. We already have free trade between Canada and Ukraine. Conservatives still tried to make this deal better by proposing a motion to expand the scope of this bill to include weapons. We want to make it easier to sell weapons to Ukraine and for Canadian businesses to invest in weapons manufacturing in Ukraine. Meanwhile, the closet pacifists in some of the other parties might not like me saying this, but the bottom line is that the Ukrainian army needs guns and bullets to use to kill Russian soldiers. That's how war works. No amount of good intentions and flowery speeches and performative allyship are going to get around that simple reality. Ukraine needs more lethal weapons, and that's why we propose to expand the scope of this bill. While putting a carbon tax into the Canada-Ukraine free trade deal, Liberals and New Democrats voted against our motion to put weapons in the deal. They said yes to a carbon tax and no to our proposals for more weapons. Conservatives have always been clear. We will stand with Ukraine and we will stand with Canadians. We will send Ukraine more lethal weapons faster, and we will axe the tax here at home. Let's bring it home.